Hello everybody, I'm continuing my Pink Floyd reviews with their 7th studio album, Obscured by Clouds, released in June of 1972. And this is their second soundtrack album, the first one being More. This is the soundtrack to the French film La Vallée, I think it's called. And this album is often overshadowed by the success of Medal. It's quite an underrated album, I think, because this is the album that came after Medal, but before Dark Side of the Moon. So yeah, it's often, I think, it doesn't get talked about enough, but I think it's a pretty solid album, to be honest. Not one of the best. It's nowhere near as great as Dark Side of the Moon or Medal or even Wish You Were Here, The Wall, Animal, all those albums. But it's a solid album. So I'm going to go through the tracks now. So it begins with the title track, which is it's a nice track. When You're In is a pretty good track. Burning Bridges. Yeah, Burning Bridges I think is the best track on here, actually. It's my favourite. The Gold, It's in the ... And then we got What's the Deal. Another good track. Mud Men. Childhood's End. Pretty decent. 3/4 is alright. Stay, and it ends with Absolutely Curtains. So yeah, there's some instrumentals on here, obviously, because it's a soundtrack album. And yeah, like I said, it's good. It's not as good as Dark Side of the Moon or Medal. It's not as good as More. Out of the two soundtracks they did, I actually do prefer More. But I do enjoy this. So I'm going to give this album, a 7 out of 10. It's a solid album, but not one of their best. It's quite a weird cover as well. It's one of those, it's supposed to be a man sitting in a tree, I think. But yeah, Pink Floyd always had some bizarre album covers, didn't they? But yeah. So yeah, that's Obscured by Clouds. So I hope you enjoyed this little review, and the next one I'm going to be reviewing, you know what it is. I don't need to say. If you know the order of their discography, you know what's coming next. I'll see you then.